Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com, and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for dropping back on by. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. That's going to help this video get more eyes on it through that YouTube algorithm, so I really do appreciate everyone who does so. And if you need to find me outside of YouTube, find me on Instagram and Twitter at MadWatcher789. And of course, you can find me on sneakerhistory.com and the Sneaker History Podcast. All right, guys, so first things first, Nike, they're talking more nonsense, and specifically their CEO, John Donahoe. This story came via Complex from what I've seen, and it was a statement from their earnings report saying that 90% of the sneakers app users who got exclusive access to the 50 off-white dunks that recently released, they were actually chosen because they were people who did not win on any of the previous off-white collections that dropped. Now, a lot of people are saying that's a load of nonsense. I don't know. I have no idea. I can speak personally that I have won neither any of those dunks or anything previously from the off-white collection, or in fact anything else sneakers at all. So I guess I didn't meet that 90% criteria, but it just seems like there's always something new for you to get exclusive access or to be able to give Nike your money, which is, again, very weird to me. A lot of people weren't happy to see that in the comments. You can really just, if you look at the post from Complex, you can scroll down, and a lot of cap emojis, a lot of, oh, okay, that's real, like, you know, things like that. A lot of sarcasm, a lot of frustration, and it didn't stop there. So to follow up that particular remark that was made, John Donahoe, again CEO of Nike, did come out and say that he uses the sneakers app, which immediately is a head scratcher. If I'm the CEO of Nike, I'm not going to use the sneakers app. I'm just going to walk into the room, and either if I have to pay for it, cool, or just get what I need, because I'm the CEO of Nike. I feel like I'm at a point where I can surpass the sneakers app. But regardless, he went ahead to say that he used the sneakers app for the recent Knock the Golf release, and he was in the gym and opened his phone to surprise to see that he won, I guess, a piece of the collection. Now, a lot of people, again, frustrated with this remark because it just doesn't sound right. You don't pick up your phone and just open your phone and say, "Oh, I won." For all of us who have used the sneakers app to either wins or losses, you have to go in preemptively into the draw at 7 a.m. Pacific, or in my case, 9 a.m. Central Time, and then you wait the 15 minutes and see if you've won or lost. Now, either he's just kind of, you know, just didn't talk about the initial entering, or maybe he just made this up. Who knows? But regardless, it didn't help the fact that people are constantly having an issue with an app. I know that everything's become a draw now to make it more fair, so on and so forth. But hearing this from the Nike CEO, not only saying that he entered and it sounded kind of fishy, but he won, makes it even worse, because now you're just saying, okay, great, now Nike upper management is entering and winning these things. So is it less of a chance for us normal people even more? Again, a lot of the comments are filled with just like, oh, this dude's lying, this dude's just saying this, that, and the other just to make himself sound like a normal person. But he has to realize he's not a normal person. He's the Nike CEO. And John, you will never probably see this video. My video channel is way too small at this point for you to probably even take notice, but I would probably just stop talking. Just doesn't seem like you're helping the situation, and people are already frustrated with the app. So I say go back to the drawing board, or just keep doing what you do, but just don't come out with statements like that, because people are already irritated that they are being told, no, they can't spend money with your company. So I would pump the brakes on any more comments like that. Now, we're gonna move past the Nike nonsense, and we have a special kind of 2-for-1 review today. First thing is actually really, really cool and really nostalgic for me, because it's something from my childhood that was just super awesome. And it's a collaboration, another 3-way collaboration you're gonna see, but it's from Ewing brand, Chalkline official, and Craig Bartlett. And you guys are probably wondering, who in the world is Craig Bartlett? Well, I will tell you who Craig Bartlett is with the first item we're gonna look at. And Craig Bartlett is the amazing creator of the all-time great cartoon Hey Arnold. And they came out with just a little capsule collection from Hey Arnold, Ewing brand, and of course the clothing brand Chalkline. They did great. These are one of the pairs of shorts. You have, you know, Patrick Ewing, you have Hey Arnold, or you have Gerald, all on here, and you even have Gerald prominent on the back. And the collection is more of Gerald and the Ewing brand, but of course we got Arnold on there as well. So that's one pair of shorts. And I want to say thank you to Chalkline and the UN brand for sending these out to me, because these are awesome. As soon as I saw them, I was like, this is fantastic, because it's one of my all-time favorite cartoons. And I don't care who anyone is, I will always say this, top 5 cartoon ever. If you haven't seen it, it's on Hulu, I think. Go watch Hey Arnold, because you will never find a cartoon with like just that much depth, and just just as good as it was then, it is just as good now. So check it out. And again, we have a second pair of shorts. Again, Gerald on this side. We're gonna have Patrick on the back. We're gonna have the Patrick by Gerald 33. Sorry guys, I hope I'm getting good pictures of these for you. But these are slick, and they're available at chalklineofficial.com. I'll put the link down at the bottom so you guys can take a look at it. Get it while you can, because their stuff is awesome. Chalkline does some great stuff, ranging from, you know, movies, video games, WWE, from what I saw, and probably one of my favorite things I need to go purchase now is their Power Ranger collection. My goodness, it's just done well. It's just one of those very nostalgic brands. They do very, very cool things. And to finish this off, we have the hoodie here. Hoodie has that same graphic of Ewing and Arnold and Gerald. We're gonna have a little bit of a Gerald branding here with Gerald Johansson. And you have his little picture there. And then you have Patrick Ewing on the side. Again, picture there. And it's really cool because you have everything listed on the back. So Hey Arnold, Gerald, Patrick Ewing, 33. So they did a heck of a job. And again, thank you so much for sending these over. This stuff is great. It's getting a little cooler here. So it's that perfect short and hoodie weather here in Texas. So there's gonna be worn at least in the morning and evening time. All right, so next thing we're gonna look at, guys, is the shoe. Guys, this is, I mean, you probably saw the thumbnail, you've seen the title already, and you know what we're looking at. We're looking at Jordan 1. But guys, this is the forgotten Jordan 1 of 2021, because it came, it went, and no one's saying a word. In resale prices, it's retail plus the fees, basically. This is insane. And not insane in the sense that, oh, it should be more expensive. I'm not saying that at all, because it's a cool shoe we're gonna look at here in a second. But it's amazing how some things can go under the radar so long, because it doesn't have I guess it didn't get pushed. Nike didn't push this one hard whatsoever. It was on Sneakers app. It released in May. And you know what? Let me just show you the shoe, because we're looking at an Air Jordan 1 Low OG too, which you know that all due to Travis Scott, the Low OG has become something of I guess a coveted commodity, or coveted sneaker at this point, just because of his drops. Not only the the recent Fragment collaboration with Travis Scott, but the original Travis Scott that came out a couple years back. Now, everyone knows who really collected Jordan Lows. They came out in 2015, set on shelves for like 60, 70 bucks. And I was one of those people who looked at them, I was like, I'm gonna pass them up because they're not gonna go anywhere. I'll be able to get them cheaper. And I played the waiting game too long, and I missed out on a lot of the great pairs. So that's on me. I take that L, because I tried to, I tried to see how cheap I can go, but they got bought up by the time I was even thinking about buying them again. So hey, I get what I can get now. I'm not gonna really go out of my way to get me these lows, because a Jordan 1's a Jordan 1 to me, high or low. I'm cool. It doesn't really faze me so much, but hey, I can't get a Jordan 1 to begin with for retail, so I guess I'm not really missing out on much. But regardless, the shoe we're looking at today is going to be the Jordan 1 Ghost Green. And this was actually the first Jordan 1 Low OG to release this year. This is the first Jordan 1 Low to release since, I don't want to say Travis Scott 1 Low, the original, because there was a Chinese New Year Low that was done in a bread colorway with this kind of like satin material on it, but that one was so limited, I really can't count that. But this one was on Sneakers, but the thing is, there was no story behind it. You know how when Jordans come out, there's either a true story to them, or there is some really forced story. Like, even though I like the shoe, the bubblegum pair coming out, that's a women exclusive. We know Michael Jordan chew bubblegum, but why are we making a story behind it? Or there was there's plenty of other shoes out there. I think there was the Flight Jacket Jordan. I think it was a 6 though, but they're really basing the whole Jordan based off a jacket he wore. So it's really, they're kind of reaching for stories, but that's how you sell a shoe. Even the Moonlight 5s that were actually the Oreo 5s that are being retroed, they forced a story on that and made people want it some kind of. This one had no story. It is a clean looking shoe, but no story. And it sold out, of course, because it's a Jordan 1, so let's not get it confused. Jordan 1 still sell regardless. but this one still, it was 130 bucks. Again, that was the retail price plus fees on go. So people have completely forgotten about this shoe, which again, it's a good looking shoe. I can see why people probably didn't go crazy for resale line. The colors are, you know, they're cool. Nothing really like mind blowing, but I'll tell you this, with this sneaker, if it were released right next to the prototype one, which I'll put a picture up here, I think it would have been a perfect combination to sell them both in a pack, because they're talking about prototypes and letting you cut the top off. This sneaker, guys, is one of those unfinished sneakers. You see the exposed foam here on the collar. You have the exposed foam on the tongue, which would have went perfect with that particular sneaker. They're telling you, hey, cut this sneaker, blah, blah, blah. That would have went perfect with it. And for those who were planning on cutting that sneaker and maybe couldn't get their hands on it and don't want to pay resale, I'm saying go get this one. If you're gonna do it anyway, let Nike have done it for you where it's a perfect cut. Now, let's just jump into the sneaker and show you guys what it is, because nothing mind-blowing. It's a nice sneaker, I like it, but again, it's a Jordan 1. You're not gonna get, you know, too many crazy things. First things first, it's going to be wrapped in like this really, really low cut ghost green suede. Now, it's a nice suede, nothing crazy. It's soft, very soft. I've seen better, but it's for the 130 price point, it is nice. It is the stitch in almost like a neon green stitching, which is a nice contrast. I do like that because it gives it a pop. What made me like this sneaker, I won't lie to you guys, you probably heard me say it before, the mini swoosh. I love a good mini swoosh. I don't know why. It's something that just gives a little extra pop to the shoe. We have one here. Now, as we move to the leather on the sneaker, pretty standard Jordan 1 leather. You know, I would say nothing to write home about. It's not super great. It's not like, well, I guess the university blue ones are really nice leather, or even the, I think, what was it? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, I'm blanking. The patina ones, even though that was kind of not a really, no one really liked the patina ones, I guess, but it had really nice materials. It's not as soft as that, but this is kind of a standard Jordan 1 material, nothing crazy. It does have a, I don't know, there's a coating on it, which they typically put on all those, but it seems like a lot of it. So I don't know, I don't know if so much of it won't let it crease that badly or what, but they're not bad, nothing to complain about. Of course, the toe box leather is always harder than the side panel leather, which you can tell here, a little softer. And of course, with the new low OGs, the swoosh is smaller than you would typically see on that 2015, 2016 pairs that were coming out. And that's been the biggest complaint I've seen about the OG or the lows now, is that the swoosh is not that same size as the ones we got a few years back, which, you know what? Looking at them in hand, I'm okay with it. I do like the bigger swoosh a little bit better. This fills out a little bit more space on the shoe, but I'm okay either way. Now, we got white laces here, and well, you know what? They look flat white initially, but you know what? I think there's a little bit of a cream color to them. They're not completely pure white. They have a little bit of tint to them. But you're also gonna get two more laces here. I forgot to pull out for you guys. You're gonna get that electric green to match that stitching. And you're also gonna get a black to just match the outsole here. I probably plan on leaving it just cream color. I never really change out the laces on the Jordan 1s. Typically the ones they put in there originally are the ones that go best with it. So I don't plan on doing anything with those laces. But you're gonna have your typical nylon tongue. It's gonna be done in, again, like almost like a pinkish cream color. You're gonna have the exposed foam like we looked at already. But the tag is, you know, it's your typical nylon Nike tag, but it's done up in a checkerboard pattern, which just for the heck of it, again, there's no story behind these whatsoever. And I dug through every website, found the sneakers right up, nothing. There is no story behind it. They just decided, let's throw on this checkerboard pattern on the tongue tag, which is fine with me. I'm cool, something different. You guys know me. I like to see different things, so I'm okay with it. Now, again, we have that unfinished ankle collar where it's cut, you have exposed foam. And I need to get my hands on another Jordan 1 low in the OG cut, because it feels like it may be a little bit deconstructed, but I'm not too sure. It still has some kind of padding there for your ankle and your Achilles, but it doesn't seem very substantial. Now, it doesn't change the sizing in the sneaker. I would still go true to size. Wide footers, of course, Jordan 1s always go up half a size, but still, whatever your typical Jordan 1 size is, do that. Inside, the insole, excuse the dirty insole, I've been wearing them. It is that electric green color with the Nike Air done up in black. And as we get to the back of the shoe, the heel cup is covered with that same ghost green suede. But you're gonna have your Nike or your Air Jordan logo done here on the heel. Instead of just being the typical same color as the swoosh, the ghost green, they actually went with a reflective silver material with the black embossed Wings logo. So this is actually really cool. I didn't realize it was reflective until I was playing around taking pictures and I noticed it, the shine from it. So really cool detail that, again, it's not even talked about on the description of the shoe. Now, of course, you're gonna have your white midsole, traditional Jordan midsole. It is nothing special there. And black outsole, again, traditional Jordan 1 outsole with the Nike logo in the middle. Now, guys, again, I don't say this trying to push the sneaker into kind of the hype cycle. I'm not showing it to be like, oh no, you should go buy this, you should go buy this. First of all, that's never my intention. I just like to show you things I like, and maybe, someone out there will like them as well. Just like to bring things to light that's something, that maybe get overlooked, and this is one of those shoes. Now, I don't understand why it wasn't talked about, so that's why I keep calling it the really forgotten sneaker, or forgotten Jordan of 2021. I won't say it's one of the best to release, because it's not. There's been way better Jordans to release, Jordan 1s to release, like the Shattered Backboard Low, the Neutral Gray one. I think they're better than this one. But this one, if you're looking for a Jordan 1 Low, you're not looking to pay extravagant prices. I'm here to show you guys value in things, because this is a good looking shoe. I will say this suede is gonna get dirty so quick. It just attracts dirt. I wore them one time, guys, right before recording this video, and it looks like I've worn them multiple times. So just be careful, I guess. If you want to put some protectant on there, go for it. Shoes are meant to be worn regardless, but if you want to keep them clean, just know these suckers attract dirt like magnets. So just be aware of that. But again, I'm just trying to show you guys a shoe that you don't have to spend tons of money on. You're still getting the same thing as the things that, super popular, but maybe a different color. Keep your options open. There's some things out there. And you guys let me know what you think about this one. I think it's a cool shoe. I'm gonna wear it. I think it looked good with jeans or like cargos, khaki, whatever. It looked good through the fall and winter, but it's a great looking shoe. You guys let me know how you feel about it. Did you notice it even existed? Did you grab a pair? Did you grab multiple pairs? Are you disgusted by this shoe? You let me know down below. I'd really love to hear you guys' comments. And until next time, guys, see ya.